master.
Yeah.
That would be the trick, wouldn't it? It's always the simple things you miss. All right, we're live. I think I'll say this quietly. This
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. In the cold games this year, if we want, we can bring the remote unit up and set up along the street.
For baseball.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea just to have it out there anyway.
Yeah,
just
it
so
would
people
be,
just
just
so
see
people
it,
can
yeah.
see it, yeah. Even if we're not using it, even if
Right.
we just parked in the parking lot.
Yeah. And it'll be good. I mean, if it's raining, that'll be a perfect time to.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's like it never rains because it never rains in the spring.
No, never. Never. I should have known something was up. Bruder was here on. Bruder was here early.
Oh,
All he
jeez.
does is announce, so I should have realized.
Something was up.
All right, Kyle's down there. He's ready to go too.
Alrighty. Alrighty, I'm about as prepared as I'm gonna be. Yeah, these aren't 6 o'clock hours. Alrighty, if you can hear us back at the station, we're gonna be going in about 15 seconds.
This is Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils basketball on midpennbroadcasting.com.
Tonight's game brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relation feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fnmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. The Franklin County Visitors Bureau, your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. United States Air Force. Aim high, make a living with a career that makes a difference. The U.S. Air Force. Dale Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 40 years. Shippensburg Physical Therapy with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Greencastle Eye Care, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. The Sports Page, your news source for Franklin County sports, is at thesportspage.blog. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons, 116 South Antrim Way, Greencastle. Lecron Comfort Solutions, serving all of Franklin County. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. Monor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin Drugstore of Chambersburg. And Klein Tours. Visit kleintours.net for a complete tour schedule.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School for tonight's Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division matchup between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Lady Bubblers from Boiling Springs. I'm John Freeman, Jason Heilman joining me this evening. And Jason, a very special night for the Blue Devil girls program. Tonight, Greencastle honors its seniors.
Yep, 3 seniors on the varsity squad here, and Jenna Powell's being introduced as we speak. And hopefully it will be a victorious celebration here for senior night as the girls look to get back on track after a couple rough goes.
Greencastle losing their 2 previous games, losing last Friday night to Northern York and to James Buchanan last Friday night, then losing to Northern York on Tuesday by a score of 36-32. As Jenna Powell is introduced here on senior night. You see her walking with her parents. The Blue Devils come into the game with a record tonight of 8 wins and 3 losses, 7-3 in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division. Greencastle is currently, Jason, number 9 in the District 3 5A power rankings for girls basketball. A very important spot. That's the first spot where you're out of a home game in the first round of the playoffs. So the 2 losses for Greencastle here over the past week have definitely been a negative influence for the Blue Devils power ranking, and they will certainly be looking to get a win here this evening to get back inside that top 8 and host a first-round playoff game.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot riding on the last few games here as Sage Wilhide is now being introduced.
Sage Wilhide, the leading scorer for the Blue Devils this week. Jason, Tuesday night against Northern, we saw Northern do something that no other team has been able to do this year, and that's essentially shut down Sage Wilhide. She had no points in that game, as Northern did an outstanding job defensively to shut her down, and certainly if Greencastle is going to get back on the winning track and make some noise when the district playoffs roll around, Greencastle is going to need her and her outstanding three-point shooting.
Yeah, and the other side of that is when that happens, the rest of the team needs to execute better on other portions of the game, those pick and rolls, working the ball down inside, make them pay for that.
Right. I'm sorry, I didn't catch who this.
This is Olivia Winslow.
Olivia Winslow, okay.
Yeah, Olivia Winslow.
So Olivia Winslow, the third of 3 seniors being honored tonight as the Blue Devils honor the senior players here tonight on senior night. We're going to take a break, and we will be back with a preview of tonight's game between Greencastle and Boiling Springs. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Underwear. To kids, it's a funny word. Underinsured. To grown-ups, not so funny. While they're both about coverage, most people don't know they're probably underinsured. And it makes sense. They tried to save a few bucks, pressed a few buttons, and click, bing, boom, a policy. But at Erie Insurance, our policies can be tailored to meet your needs, like our guaranteed replacement cost coverage. So if the worst happens, you can rebuild your entire home, no matter what it costs. It's the coverage a grown-up like you deserves, at fair prices that often beat the other guys. Talk to Erie about what's right for exactly where you are in life, not over or under where you are. And yes, I just said underwear again.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500.
Guaranteed replacement cost subject to conditions and limitations. Go to erieinsurance.com/Erie Secure Home or talk to your Erie agent for more information.
Erie Insurance.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
Barn Quilt Trails are in 45 states in America, and the newest trail is in Franklin County, Pennsylvania. Follow the trail, the Stitches in Time Barn Quilt Trail. It is a great way to explore Franklin County any time of the year. 3 dozen quilt squares hosted at more than 2 dozen sites, showcases of the charm of small towns, the beauty of farmland and forest, share stories of history, and commemorates family and friends. Visit ExploreFranklinCountyPA.com to view the guidebook online or download a copy. Contact 717-552-2977 if you would like a copy mailed. It's a great way to explore Franklin County, PA.
You can count on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Terry, Willow Tree products, as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. John Freeman, Jason Heilman with you as we are getting set for this evening's Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division matchup between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Boiling Springs Lady Bubblers. Again, as we said at the top of the broadcast, Greencastle coming into the game with a record of 8-3 on the season, 7-3 in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division. The Bubblers coming in with a record of 0-20 2021. On January 26th in a game played at Boiling Springs. The Blue Devils were victorious in that game by a score of 69-13. In that game for Greencastle, Lauren Poole and Sage Wilhide both had 14 points. In that game, Mia Libby added 11 points for the Blue Devils. Also, Michaela Jaron coming off the bench to score 8 points, her career high as a freshman in that game. Blue Devils again coming into this game losing 2 consecutive games, dropping a decision last Friday night to James Buchanan, and also coming out on the short end of a 36-32 score to Northern York here Tuesday night. Big night of basketball in Greencastle. The Blue Devil boys, Jason, on the road tonight. They're at Boiling Springs. That's a game that'll get underway at 7:30. The Blue Devil boys, again, and kind of in the same spot. They've lost a couple games in a row. They lost to JB last Friday. They lost to Northern on Tuesday. The Blue Devil boys did defeat Boiling Springs the first time they played. So again, the Blue Devil boys, they've, again, started off the season so well with 4 consecutive wins, kind of run into a little bit of a rough patch here. So that's a game they're going to need if they want to get back into and hold on to their playoff contention.
Absolutely, that's critical. I mean, the loss to JB was huge. Big upset for JB to win that game. Then they turn around and go up to Northern, who's leading the Mid-Penn Conference. I think they're the number 1 in the district power ranking.
Yeah, they are, but they lost their top player, Nate. I forget. Yeah. He's the coach's son. Best player, probably will be the MVP, maybe the MVP of the league this year. He's out with a broken arm, so that playing without their best player, the Blue Devils almost pulled off the upset.
They did. They went up there and lost 57-54, so it was a very close game. But they must have played a lot better than we saw against JB. They need to keep that up, and they have to win the games that on paper you would think they need to win. They need to win against Boiling Springs tonight.
So we'll have that. Girls will be in action tomorrow. Actually, Jason, if you look at the girls' schedule, and I'm going to try and pull it up here while I'm talking, a very interesting final week of the regular season for the Blue Devil girls. The regular season will wrap up next weekend. And if you look at what the Blue Devil girls have left to play, they have 5 games over the next 8 days. So it's going to be a very busy stretch here for this Blue Devil girls varsity team. Of course, tonight they have the game against Boiling Springs. Tomorrow night will be a makeup game. The Bermudian Springs team will come into play. That game was originally played on Wednesday night, and that game was postponed due to winter weather. That game will be made up tomorrow night, played right here in Greencastle at 7:30. You'll be able to hear the game on WRGG, also streaming live at Mid-Penn Broadcasting. Then they come back on Monday night. They will play Shippensburg here in Greencastle. Follow that up with a game Wednesday at Waynesboro, and then wrap up the regular season next Friday night at home against Big Spring. So again, the girls who have put together a pretty nice season so far with that 8-3 record, very busy over the next week, as again they will have 5 games over the next 8 days as they look to make a push for the playoffs.
Yeah, and that can work for you or against you. You get on a roll, it works for you. You're having a rough time. You're wanting to get out of that immediate game after game after game. But we'll see how it pans out for them.
Both teams on the floor warming up. Again, senior night here in Greencastle. The Blue Devils honoring their 3 seniors on the roster this year: Jenna Powell, Olivia Winslow, and Sage Wilhide. And we will take another break, and we will be back with a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
You can count on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
Klein Tours presents the Texas Tour April 18th to 23rd, 2021 as we travel to San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Austin. Join in the Fiesta San Antonio celebration with our hotel located on the Riverwalk. Visit the Alamo. Have dinner on a private canal barge on the Riverwalk. Dine in the Tower of Americas, tour the LBJ Library in Austin. We visit Cowboy Stadium, 6th Floor Museum. Tour and dine at South Fork Ranch and Billy Bob's, the world's largest honky-tonk. We'll visit the stockyards in Fort Worth for a cattle drive. Round-trip air and round-trip airport transportation included. Visit KleinTours.net or phone 717-597-5997 for more information.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Barn Quilt Trails are in 45 states in America, and the newest trail is in Franklin County, Pennsylvania. Follow the trail, the Stitches in Time Barn Quilt Trail. It is a great way to explore Franklin County any time of the year. 3 dozen quilt squares hosted at more than 2 dozen sites, showcases of the charm of small towns, the beauty of farmland and forest, share stories of history, and commemorates family and friends. Visit ExploreFranklinCountyPA.com to view the guidebook online or download a copy. Contact 717-552-2977 if you would like a copy mailed. It's a great way to explore Franklin County, PA. Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
And welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. Tonight's pregame show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. John Freeman, Jason Heilman with you tonight from Greencastle. Friday night basketball from Greencastle as the Blue Devils and the Lady Bubblers set to get things underway here in about 5 minutes or so. Both teams are on the floor getting ready to play in this game. Greencastle, again, before the game, honoring their 3 seniors on the roster, Jenna Powell, Olivia Winslow, and Sage Wilhide. As we see the 2 captains meeting at the center of the floor, getting set to get things underway here. And while we have the chance, we should probably run through the starting lineups so everybody will know what's going on. Jason Heilman is here, and he has our starting lineups for this evening.
Yeah, for the Boiling Springs Lady Bubblers, they bring 7 players on their roster to the game tonight. The starting 5 will be number 10, Julia Steele, number 20, Emma Decker, number 22, Molly Starner, number 24, Haley Farfari, number 42, Riley Tennyson. And on their bench will be 11, Sydney Sutton, and number 12, Alexa Jones. For the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils, a little bit of a change due to the senior night. Number 5, Jenna Powell, one of the seniors being honored tonight. Number 12, Mia Libby. Number 14, Sage Wilhide, again, another one of the seniors. 24, Olivia Winslow, a senior. And number 30, Lauren Poole.
So again, the Blue Devils with the 3 seniors in the starting lineup this evening for tonight's game, as we are, about 3 or 4 minutes away from getting things going here tonight from Greencastle.
And looking at the schedule, John, we were talking about what's remaining for the Blue Devils. Shippensburg's on that remaining list, right? So they got that coming up in that stretch. And they played Shippensburg pretty close up at Shippensburg. Right. I think they lost that game by 5 points. Shippensburg's played a number of close games. If you're putting an asterisk beside one of the games on the schedule that can make a big difference in that power ranking and really, probably propel you up into guaranteeing you that first round home playoff game, that would be that Shippensburg game. You're going to get them down here at Greencastle. You want to get yourself ready and tuned up to possibly get that upset. That would be a huge victory for you.
Yeah, so many factors go into the power rankings, and so many games are still yet to be played that it's hard to kind of see where a team's going to fit. Mm-hmm. But I think if you're Greencastle, you have to probably win 4 of your last 5 games.
Absolutely.
To get inside that top 8 and earn yourself the first round district playoff game. Certainly 5-0 would be even better.
Yep.
But 4-1 is probably what it's going to take. So the Blue Devils certainly want to start things out on the right foot.
Absolutely.
Here tonight. We're going to take one final break, and we'll be back with the start of this evening's game from Greencastle. But before we do that, we want to just let you know that the pregame show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way in Greencastle. Also in 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Before we go to break, we are going to stick around for the playing of our national anthem. That was a nice treat. Blue Devil assistant coach Scott McKeever singing the national anthem this evening on senior night. I think, Jason, the next time the boys are at home, we need to see if we can talk Rick Lewis into singing the national anthem before the game.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to have coaches singing the national anthem, that's a special treat. And likely there was 3 senior girls that maybe asked him to do that especially for us. But that's always nice to have a live rendition of our national anthem.
Yeah, did an outstanding job.
He does.
I know he's done it in past years, so always a treat to hear Coach McKeever. Not sure how well it came across through our system, into people's homes, but trust me, he did an outstanding job.
He does.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We will be back with the start of tonight's game between the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils and the Lady Bubblers from Boiling Springs. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Underwear. To kids, it's a funny word. Underinsured. To grown-ups, not so funny. While they're both about coverage, most people don't know they're probably underinsured. And it makes sense. They tried to save a few bucks, pressed a few buttons, and click, bing, boom, a policy. But at Erie Insurance, our policies can be tailored to meet your needs, like our guaranteed replacement cost coverage. So if the worst happens, you can rebuild your entire home, no matter what it costs. It's the coverage a grown-up like you deserves, at fair prices that often beat the other guys. Talk to Erie about what's right for exactly where you are in life, not over or under where you are. And yes, I just said underwear again.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500.
Guaranteed replacement cost subject to conditions and limitations. Go to erieinsurance.com/Erie Secure Home or talk to your Erie agent for more information.
Erie Insurance.
And welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. Just about set to get things underway here, as both the Blue Devils and the Lady Bubblers are on the floor ready to go. Molly Starner to jump center against Lauren Poole. And we are underway from Greencastle. Blue Devils winning the opening tip. Greencastle in the home white uniforms with the blue and gold trim. Greencastle moving from left to right across the computer screen tonight. Almost a steal, but the Blue Devils do get the ball back. Mia Libby with the basketball looks to penetrate. Nice defensive play there by Julia Steele to keep Libby from driving. Work it all the way around to Sage Wilhide. Now back across to Lauren Poole. Poole looks to drive. Nice defense there by the Lady Bubblers. Jason doing a good job keeping Greencastle from penetrating. So if they can't get in the paint, Lauren Poole will knock down one from 16 feet. So Lauren Poole with the first basket of the night gives the Blue Devils a 2-0 lead, 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Boiling Springs with the basketball in the road purple uniforms with the gold and white trim. Almost a turnover there. Now almost another turnover as the ball comes loose. Mia Libby's able to come up with the loose basketball, work her way down the floor, high off the glass, won't go. Lauren Poole right there for the rebound and the follow. So Lauren Poole with a quick 4 points here in the opening 2 minutes. And the Blue Devils out to a 4-0 lead here over Boiling Springs.
Yeah, John, if you're Boiling Springs, one of the keys so that this game remains pretty competitive is take care of the basketball, possess the basketball as much as you can. Make this Greencastle defense work.
Emma Decker with the basketball goes to Starner. Now they're going to work it all the way around to Julia Steele. Now back to Starner. Greencastle looks to be in a man-to-man defense here to start off the game. Nice job there. Lauren Poole almost had the steal, but Haley Farfari got the loose ball, but I think her foot was on the end line, Jason.
Yeah, I think she stepped on the end line as she gathered in that basketball.
So the ball will go back to Greencastle. Blue Devils with a 4-0 lead, 6:23 to go here in the opening quarter from Greencastle. Three-pointer from the far corner by Sage Wilhide won't go, but again, Lauren Poole underneath with the rebound, the follow, and the basket. Lauren Poole with all 6 of Greencastle's points here so far this evening. As the Blue Devils jump out to a 6-0 lead here, 2 minutes into the opening quarter from Greencastle. Now Steele is in trouble on the far sideline. She's trapped in the corner. Tries to throw it out, but Mia Libby able to come up with that loose ball. Libby tried to get it across the pool, but a nice defensive play there by Molly Starner, hustling back. And a timeout will be called by Boiling Springs, 30-second timeout. So we will stay here for the time being, Jason. Again, like you said, Boiling Springs, a very young team, starting a freshman, 3 sophomores, and 1 junior. Just a case of, with only 7 players on the roster and all the issues they've had this season, just getting a team on the floor. You certainly want to see them, try and control the basketball as much as they can, limit the turnovers, and who knows what can happen.
Yeah, take the scoring out of the game, possess the ball, run the clock down, limit the possessions. So it's ultimately important that they possess the basketball and get a shot every trip.
Greencastle going to extend the defense here into about a 3/4 court press. Boiling Springs is able to get the ball across the timeline. Decker was trapped, but did a nice job to get out of there. Now here's Steele with the basketball. Tried to go back up top. Mia Libby was there for the steal, and a foul called on the Bubblers. Number 20, Emma Decker, will be called for the foul. That will be her first foul of the game and the team foul, first team foul of the game. So Haley Noblet will check into the game for Olivia Winslow. Noblet will run the point for the Blue Devils. Greencastle with the basketball and a 6-0 lead, 5:15 to go here in the opening quarter from Greencastle. Nice pass underneath to Jenna Powell. She takes it strong to the basket and scores. So the senior Jenna Powell on senior night with her first basket. She has 2. And the Blue Devils out to an 8-0 lead here in this one. Emma Decker with the basketball goes far side to Starner. Now down in the corner to Julia Steele. Steele again finds herself trapped. Ball comes free. Scramble on the other side. The Blue Devils come away with it as Sage Wilhide had it knocked away from her by Farfari. And now a foul will be called on the Boiling Springs junior, Haley Farfari. Her first foul of the game. Team foul number 2 for the Bubblers. As Boiling Springs makes their first substitution of the game, Sydney Sutton and Alexa Jones check in at the 4:44 mark of the first quarter. Boiling Springs still in that 2-3 zone, far court, cross-court pass. Sage Wilhide can't convert, but once again, there's Lauren Poole again underneath to pull down the offensive rebound and the follow. Poole with 8 points in the game so far as we approach the 4:20 mark of the opening quarter. Bubblers with the basketball. Emma Decker comes near side to Haley Farfari. Decker open 3 off the back of the rim, won't go. Scramble for the rebound. Jenna Powell comes away with the basketball for the Blue Devils.
Good possession there for the Bubblers. Moved the ball around, got a decent shot off from beyond 3.
Far side, Sage Wilhide back up top to Libby and work it all the way around. Haley Noblet for 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Blue Devils. As Kirsten Brittner checks into the game for Greencastle, she will replace Lauren Poole.
And if you're Greencastle, you want to get that shooting going. You want to get those 3-point shooters, hot again and confident.
Bubblers unable to get the ball across the timeline. Haley Noblet with the steal, and Noblet drives and will be called for the offensive foul. Nice defensive play there. I believe that was Emma Decker that was able to establish position and draw the charge. So the first foul of the game on the Blue Devils on Haley Noblet. As again, Decker does a nice job to get back, establish position, and draw the charge. Bubblers able to break the press. Starner with the basketball, gets it over to Sydney Sutton. Work it back up top to Decker. Decker's going to come back near side. Starner back to Decker. Now Starner's going to take a look at a 3, but it's going to try and bounce pass it back to her teammate. Too far for her, as Haley Noblet will let it go from about 8 feet. Shot won't fall, but a nice defensive rebound there by Molly Starner for Boiling Springs. Bubblers still looking for their first points of the night. Greencastle with a 10-0 lead here with 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Nice pass inside to Haley Farfari. She's able to put it off the glass and score. So the first 2 points of the game for Boiling Springs belong to Haley Farfari, the junior, with 2 points, gets her team back to within 8. 10-2 the Blue Devils with the lead. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Mia Libby near side up top to Noblet, work it all the way around. Sage Wilhide for 3, comes up a little short. Defensive rebound cleared away by Molly Starner for Boiling Springs. And Starner will slowly walk the ball up the court. The Bubblers get it across the timeline. Nice pass over to Alexa Jones. She tries to drive and get it into Sutton. Pass a little bit too far for Sutton, and the Blue Devils with the steal.
Good idea underneath there. She had a player just pass a little off.
Wilhide, top of the key, 3 won't go. Offensive rebound by Mia Libby. Now work it all the way around to Haley Noblet. She looks to drive baseline, drops it off to Brittner. Kirsten Brittner's shot comes up short. And the defensive rebound pulled down by Molly Starner for Boiling Springs. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Greencastle with a 10-2 lead over Boiling Springs here in this Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division matchup. Early start on a Friday night, no JV game this evening, as the varsity players get things going at 6 o'clock. Shot there by Farfari won't go. Rebound pulled down by Sage Wilhide for the Blue Devils. She gives it up to Mia Libby. Across the timeline comes Libby, far side to Haley Noblet for 3. Comes up a little short. And Alexa Jones with the rebound for Boiling Springs. Got it up to Decker, who lost possession of the ball. Ball will go out of bounds. Last touched by the Blue Devils. As more substitutions, Olivia Winslow back into the game. Riley Henson in for Greencastle, making her first appearance. Riley Tennyson back into the game for Boiling Springs. So the Bubblers will inbound underneath their own basket. Work it all the way around to Starner. She looks to go baseline. Her shot won't go.
It's a good-looking play and a good-looking shot.
Henson with the rebound for the Blue Devils. Now Libby looks to go to the basket. And they're going to count the basket and the foul. Mia Libby with the basket for Greencastle. Her first 2 points of the night get the Blue Devils out to a 10-point lead here late in the first quarter. Libby with a free throw to complete the three-point play is good. So 3 points in the game for Mia Libby as the Blue Devils with their biggest lead of the night, 13-2 over Boiling Springs here, under a minute to go in the opening quarter. Bubblers do a nice job to break the Greencastle press into the forecourt. Molly Starner with the basketball. Got it over to Haley for Fari. Now they work it around to Steele. Steele in traffic, almost had it knocked free.
I was just going to,
well,
that ball was knocked loose from her hand. I was just going to say she has a dribble if she wants to use it.
I'm not sure, but she is called for the double dribble. It definitely was knocked loose. I'm not sure if it was enough, but apparently in the mind of the official, which is what counts, it
Before
wasn't
she
enough.
even did it, in my mind, she had a dribble available
Right,
to her.
yeah, I kind of thought that too, but we'll see. Shot by
doesn't matter
Greencastle.
what we think.
Exactly.
What's the turnover?
3-point shot on the way by Julia Steele. Off the front of the rim, no good. Long pulled down by Libby. She makes a nice pass to a streaking Riley Henson, who scores on the left-handed layup. Henson with her first 2 points of the game. Clock now under 10 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Boiling Springs able to get the ball across the timeline as the first quarter clock will run out. And after 8 minutes of basketball here in Greencastle, the Blue Devils with a 15-2 lead over Boiling Springs. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
When it comes to your HVAC needs, you want to call the experts. At Lecron's Comfort Solutions, we specialize in the sale and service of Trane Mitsubishi electric ductless systems. These heating and air conditioning systems provide you maximum comfort at home. As the Trane Mitsubishi Electric Ductless Pro, Lecron's Comfort Solutions is proud to serve the greater Greencastle area, including Mercersburg, Waynesboro, and Chambersburg. Lecron Comfort Solutions. Visit lcomfortsolutions.com and book your free estimate today.
Second quarter underway here from Greencastle. Boiling Springs with the basketball to start things out. And a turnover here by the Bubblers called for the travel. So the ball will go over to Greencastle. 7:47 to go in the second quarter. Greencastle outscoring Boiling Springs 15-2 in the opening quarter of this game. Skip pass across Libby, far wing three won't go. Lauren Poole there with the putback, can't get it to fall. Jenna Powell had an opportunity, she couldn't get it to go down. And the rebound cleared away by Emma Decker for Boiling Springs. Blue Devils with 3 opportunities there to score to open up the second quarter. Decker with the basketball, comes near side to Haley for Fari. She looks underneath, nothing there, now gets it off to Tennyson. Shot on the way there by number 20. Decker won't fall. Nice follow by Fari. She couldn't get that shot to fall. And the Blue Devils with the rebound. Quickly up the floor comes Greencastle. Sage Wilhide inside, Lauren Poole. Bring it around near side to Noblet. Back to Noblet. She thought about a 3, looked to drive, but cut off nicely there by Steele. Again, Jason Boiling Springs with that zone defense, keeping Greencastle from penetrating. So if you can't take it inside, just knock down a 3, and that's exactly what Sage Wilhide did, her first basket of the game.
Yeah, and that's the first 3 for Greencastle. 0 for 8 prior to that made 3 by Sage. So you want to see them get that 3-point shooting going, get some confidence.
Some trouble on the far side, and I think we had a timeout called as Boiling Springs was pinned in over near the Greencastle bench, but they were able to get the timeout. And it is a 30-second timeout, so we will stick around here. First quarter scores for Greencastle. Lauren Poole leading the Blue Devils. She had 8 points in that first quarter, 3 points each for Mia Libby and Jenna Powell in the quarter. 2 points for Haley Noblet and Riley Henson also with 2 points. That was 15 for Greencastle in that opening quarter. And again, Sage Wilhide knocking down the 3 here early in the second quarter as the Blue Devils, with their biggest lead of the night, they lead Boiling Springs by a score of 18-2 with 6 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Early start again tonight for this varsity contest. Just one game tonight, no JV game was played. So we'll start things at 6 and everybody will be out of here early. Blue Devils with the steal. Mia Libby takes a nice pass from Wilhide. Libby strong to the basket, scores. She has 5 in the game. And the Blue Devils extend their lead to 20-2. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Emma Decker with the basketball. Does a nice job to get out of trouble. Gets it off to Alexa Jones. Jones tried to get it back to Decker. Decker did a nice job to keep that ball from going out of bounds. Decker looks to dribble out of trouble. Gets it off to Steele. Her 3-point shot won't fall. Scramble underneath for the rebound. Lauren Poole comes away with a loose ball for Greencastle. Skip past far side. 3-pointer for Sage Wilhide is good. And Jason, that's a good sign for the Blue Devils. Sage Wilhide knocking down a couple of 3s here in this second quarter.
And both of those shots, very nice rhythm, balance.
A steal by Libby, and then she is fouled. Foul will be on junior number 24, Haley Farfari. Her second foul of the game. Team foul number 4 for Boiling Springs. Blue Devils with just 1 foul in the game. Riley Henson back into the game for Greencastle. Wilhide again will let it fly for 3. That comes up a little bit short. Rebound pulled down by Farfari of Boiling Springs. She loses the ball. Greencastle gets it right back. Little drive and a runner by Haley Noblet is good. Noblet with 2 points in the game. Blue Devils extend the lead out to 25-2 over Boiling Springs. Decker with the basketball, tries to get it away, does a nice job to get it off to Alexa Jones, and that pass up ahead for Sydney Sutton, just out of her reach, and the ball goes out of bounds. And Greencastle will get possession back of the basketball, leading by 23 here midway, approaching the midway point of the second quarter. Noblet with the basketball, gets it off to Wilhide. She thought about a 3, now bounce pass it inside to Lauren Poole. Henson, nice pass inside, Lauren Poole.
Very nice pass.
And Lauren Poole in the double digits. She has 10 points in the game. As the Blue Devils push the lead to 25, and a kickball called on Haley Noblet. As Olivia Winslow and Jenna Powell will check back into the game for Greencastle. They will replace Lauren Poole. And I think
actually Kirsten
Brittner, I'm sorry.
Kirsten Brittner came in.
And Jenna Powell went to the bench. I saw the 5 on her jersey. I didn't see the 1. So Kirsten Brittner back into the game. Nice pass to Jones. Her shot a little too strong, won't go. Followed by Haley Farfari is good. So Farfari with 4 points in the game tonight for Boiling Springs. She leads all bubbler scorers. As Riley Henson did a nice job to keep that ball from going out of bounds. Haley Noblet with the basketball, gets it inside to Winslow, and she's immediately fouled. I don't believe she was in a shooting motion, so the Blue Devils will inbound from the end line. Foul called on Molly Starner for Boiling Springs, her first. As Mia Libby back into the game for the Blue Devils, she will replace Haley Noblet. Inbound Wilhide, 3-point shot is good. So Sage Wilhide with 9 points in the game, all 9 of those coming here in this second quarter from beyond the arc. And the Blue Devils with a 30-4 lead over Boiling Springs. Pass to Sydney Sutton, goes to her hands, out of bounds. As Julia Steele back into the game for Boiling Springs. Also Riley Tennyson into the game for the Bubblers. Steele, Jones, Decker, Starner, and Tennyson on the floor for Boiling Springs right now. Wilhide let it fly again for 3 off the front of the rim, won't go. Kirsten Brittner able to pull down the rebound. Now Riley Henson for 3 is good. Riley Henson with 5 points in the game. Clock now under 3 minutes to go until halftime. Julia Steele for 3 off the back of the rim, won't go. And Henson with the rebound for the Blue Devils. Quickly up the floor comes Greencastle inside to Olivia Winslow. Left-handed shot off the glass and good. So Olivia Winslow on the scoreboard on senior night. She has 2 points. And the Blue Devil lead now up to 31. Tennyson with the basketball, gets it off to Molly Starner. Now back to Tennyson. Boiling Springs works the ball around the perimeter. 3-point shot on the way by Molly Starner is good. Starner with her first points of the night. She has 3 in the game. And the Bubblers get it back to a 35-7 score. Clock approaching 2 minutes to go until halftime. Another 3-pointer there by Sage Wilhide is good. That's her 4th of the quarter.
Yeah, and she's 4 for 5 in this stretch here, John.
Greencastle with their tying their largest lead of the night, 31 points. Shot by Tennyson, comes up off the front of the rim short. Rebound pulled down by Olivia Winslow for the Blue Devils. As Mia Libby pushes it quickly up the floor. Skip pass all the way around to Henson. Now Brittner, baseline 10-footer is good. Kirsten Brittner on the scoreboard. She has 2 points in the game. Blue Devils with a 40-7 lead as the clock approaches 1 minute and 20 seconds to go until halftime. Steele for 3, comes off the front of the rim, no good. Ball ricochets out of bounds. And the Blue Devils will get possession of the basketball as Haley Noblet checks back in to replace Sage Wilhide. Quick discussion by the officials. Again, Jason, just 2 officials tonight. Something an unfortunate trend I think we've seen. Usually the 3-person official crew is what we traditionally see in varsity games, but it just seems like for the past week or so, it's just been 2 officials.
I had asked one of the officials one evening, and he indicated there was such a volume of games trying to crunch the schedule that they were a little bit short on officials. So.
3-point shot by Riley Henson comes up a little long. Ball goes out of bounds. And we'll go back to Boiling Springs. 51.2 seconds to go until half. Greencastle with a 40-7 lead over Boiling Springs. Again, the Blue Devils victorious the first time these 2 schools met back on January 26th. So Greencastle looking for the season sweep here against Boiling Springs. Alexa Jones with the basketball, gives it up to Emma Decker. Decker looks to dribble out of trouble, hands it off to Starner. Now back to Decker. Almost a steal there by Henson. And then Libby collides with Molly Starner. Starner goes to the floor, but she gets up almost immediately and appears to be fine. First foul on Mia Libby. Just the second team foul for the Blue Devils here in this opening half. Boiling Springs with the basketball. Clock down to 15 seconds to go until halftime. Julia Steele with the basketball for Boiling Springs. Comes near side to Jones. Nice bounce pass to Emma Decker. Down to 6 seconds to go. Boiling Springs looking for the last shot here. Do a nice job to work it around to Steele. She looks to go baseline. Now runs out of trouble, or runs out of space and runs out of time, as the buzzer sounds, ending the second quarter. And the teams will head off to the locker rooms for halftime. We've played 16 minutes of basketball from Greencastle. Blue Devils in control of this one, 40-7 over Boiling Springs. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network. MidPennBroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience. But where do you get that experience unless somebody gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we're willing to help pay for the cost of your education to finish your degree. You'll gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the United States Air Force. For more information, please contact Sergeant Sear at 717-480-7254. This message was brought to you by the U.S. Air Force in collaboration with Penn Broadcasting.
You can count on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. At the half, the Blue Devils with a 40-7 lead over the Boiling Springs Lady Bubblers. Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way in Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. John Freeman and Jason Heilman with you. Friday night basketball from Greencastle, the early edition, as the Blue Devils and the Lady Bubblers tipping things off at 6 o'clock this evening. Actually, about 5 after 6 is when this thing got started here tonight. The opening tip delayed just a few minutes as the Blue Devils honored 3 seniors this evening on senior night. Jenna Powell, Olivia Winslow, and Sage Wilhide all honored for their contributions to the Blue Devil basketball program over their 12 years here in the Greencastle Antrim School District. Leading the way so far tonight for the Blue Devils is one of those seniors, Sage Wilhide. She has 12 points in the basketball game. All 12 of those came in the second quarter when she shot 4 of 5 from beyond the arc to knock down all 12 of her points. Also in double digits so far tonight for the Blue Devils, Lauren Poole. She has 10 points in the game, 8 of those coming in the first quarter. She carried the Blue Devils through the first quarter and then handed things off to Sage Wilhide for the second quarter, pretty much. 5 points tonight for both Riley Henson coming off the bench, also Mia Libby with 5 points in the game. Then a number of Blue Devils each with 2 points in that first half. Jenna Powell with 2 points, Olivia Winslow, also Haley Noblet and Kirsten Brittner scoring 2 points for the Blue Devils in the opening half. For Boiling Springs, 4 points on the night for Haley Furfari, and 3 points on the night so far for Molly Starner. Jason, the big story for the Blue Devils so far tonight was the shooting in the second quarter. Started out a little slow, was 0 of 7 from beyond the arc in that first quarter, but certainly things caught fire in that second quarter.
They did. They heated up in a big way, hitting 5 for 9, and I believe 4 of 5 of that was Sage Wilhide. So, Sage gets hot, a couple other people start chipping in. Next thing you know, you're shooting 31% from behind 3-point for the game, and they upped their shooting percentage to 50% by halftime. So a little bit of a slow start, but things heated up for them from the field.
Certainly good news for Greencastle. They struggled from the field both last Friday night in the loss to James Buchanan and also on Tuesday in the loss to Northern York. So certainly nice to see the Blue Devils get back on the right track from the shooting perspective. Greencastle girls back on the court here, getting ready for the second half of action. Still waiting on the Lady Bubblers to return. We will take a break and be back with the start of the third quarter. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Barn Quilt Trails are in 45 states in America, and the newest trail is in Franklin County, Pennsylvania. Follow the trail, the Stitches in Time Barn Quilt Trail. It is a great way to explore Franklin County any time of the year. 3 dozen quilt squares hosted at more than 2 dozen sites, showcases of the charm of small towns, the beauty of farmland and forest, share stories of history, and commemorates family and friends. Visit ExploreFranklinCountyPA.com to view the guidebook online or download a copy. Contact 717-552-2977 if you would like a copy mailed. It's a great way to explore Franklin County, PA.
You might know the name Lecron. For more than 30 years, Lecron's Comfort Solutions has been taking care of heating and cooling needs for residents throughout Greencastle, Mercersburg, Waynesboro, and Chambersburg. Our professional, uniformed HVAC technicians arrive on time and treat you and your home with respect. Visit lcomfortsolutions.com and book your free estimate today. Lecron's Comfort Solutions. Local name, professional work.
Klein Tours presents the Texas Tour April 18th to 23rd, 2021 as we travel to San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Austin. Join in the Fiesta San Antonio celebration with our hotel located on the Riverwalk. Visit the Alamo. Have dinner on a private canal barge on the Riverwalk. Dine in the Tower of Americas, tour the LBJ Library in Austin. We visit Cowboy Stadium, 6th Floor Museum. Tour and dine at South Fork Ranch and Billy Bob's, the world's largest honky-tonk. We'll visit the stockyards in Fort Worth for a cattle drive. Round-trip air and round-trip airport transportation included. Visit KleinTours.net or phone 717-597-5997 for more information.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. Third quarter already underway here from Greencastle. Blue Devils with the ball to start quarter number 3. Haley Noblet. Quick drive down the baseline, pulls up for the short jumper, won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Mia Libby for the Blue Devils. Sage Wilhide left alone, top of the key. Her three-point shot won't fall. Powell with the rebound. Now work it back to Noblet for 3 is good. So Haley Noblet with her first 3 of the night. She has 5 points in the game. And the Blue Devils with the first 3 points here in quarter number 3. Greencastle with a 43-7 lead over Boiling Springs, and a timeout will be called by the Lady Bubblers. Full 60-second timeout. With that, we will take a break, and we'll be right back. 7:07 to go third quarter. Blue Devils with a 43-7 lead over Boiling Springs. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network. MidPennBroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Boiling Springs with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Riley Tennyson with the basketball, gets it over to number 20, that's Emma Decker. Now back to Tennyson, far side, number 10, Julia Steele. Three-point shot is up and good. Steele with her first basket of the night. She has 3 points in the game. Increases her team point total to 10. Shot there by Jenna Powell won't go, but a nice rebound and a follow by Lauren Poole. Poole with 12 points in the game. Both her and Sage Wilhide with 12 points, leading all scorers in the game.
And I think she may have scored all those points on offensive rebounds.
Seems like it. Rebound and a quick putback. Steele's going to let it fly again for 3. Shot won't go. Rebound. Haley Noblet left alone near corner 3 is good. Noblet with 6 points here in the early going of this third quarter. She has 8 in the game. And the Blue Devil lead out to 48-10. 5:35 to go, third quarter. Boiling Springs with the basketball. Fari with it, comes near side to Starner for 3. Shot just a little strong. Scramble underneath for the rebound. Ball came loose, and a nice job by Powell to keep it alive on the other end. 3-point shot by Wilhide is good. So again, Jason Sage Wilhide held scoreless in the loss to Northern York on Tuesday with 15 points here tonight against Boiling Springs.
Yeah, and Haley Noblet here starts out the second half 2 for 2 from behind the 3. She's racked up a quick 8 points here.
Blue Devils with their biggest lead of the night, 51-10 over Boiling Springs. 3-point shot there by Starner, and she was fouled after the shot. We'll see if it's considered part of the act of shooting or not.
I believe she's going to the line for 3.
Yeah, it looks like she will, as Jenna Powell came over to what appeared to be Jason in a position to block out Starner on the shot. Just maybe a little too aggressive on that, as she knocked Starner to the ground. So now they are going to say it was. They're going to say it was not a shooting foul. I think that's the right call, Jason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the right call.
I did not see it yet.
Yeah, I see the official on the far side.
She's calling for the ball to be taken out of bounds.
Yeah, that's the right call. Starner was finished shooting. Powell came over to try and block her out, and just a little too aggressively.
I got you.
And the foul called on Jenna Powell. Her first. Just 2 fouls for Greencastle tonight, Jason. A very clean, actually a cleanly played game on both ends.
Both ends, yeah.
Not a lot of fouls called here this evening. Tried to get the ball over to Alexa Jones.
Yeah. That was a turnover. Greencastle got the ball, and Sage possessed it, kind of lost track of it, and then she got the ball back. And you cannot pass the ball to yourself.
Sydney Sutton and Alexa Jones into the game for Boiling Springs. Kirsten Brittner in for Greencastle, replacing Sage Wilhide, and that might be the last we see Sage Wilhide this evening, Jason.
Just very well may be.
3-point shot up by Haley Ferfari, just a little strong. Rebound pulled down by the Blue Devils quickly on the other end. Brittner tried to go down the lane and couldn't quite possess the ball. It goes out of bounds and will be turned over to Boiling Springs. Running clock here in the third quarter. Blue Devils with a 51-10 lead over Boiling Springs. Starner across the timeline with the basketball, goes far side to Alexa Jones, now back up top to Haley Ferfari. Tried to get it back to Jones, but Lauren Poole was able to jump in the passing lane and get the steal. Quickly on the other end, Kirsten Brittner with the shot, a high off the glass, won't fall. And the rebound pulled down by Ferfari for Boiling Springs. She's going to look to go coast to coast. Her shot off the glass won't go. And a rebound by Mia Libby for the Blue Devils. Libby adjusts the mask, brings it across the timeline. Gets it over to Haley Noblet for a three. Just a little strong there, but Noblet is able to chase down the loose ball. And the Blue Devils will get another opportunity. Brittner, 16-footer, comes up a little bit short. Nice hustle there by Sutton. Almost got to it, but the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Blue Devils. As Riley Henson will come into the game for Lauren Poole. Poole will exit with 12 points. Or 14 points on the night, I believe. So again, maybe the last time we see Lauren Poole in the game tonight, as the clock is under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And the Blue Devils well in command with a 51-10 lead over Boiling Springs.
John, do they still untuck the shirt? Usually when Coach
that's
tells
the sign.
you, that's the sign that Coach tells you that's it for the night. The universal sign used to be just untuck the shirt.
I'm just going to relax and enjoy the last few minutes of the game.
You're done. You're not going back out on the floor.
Pass inside to Olivia Winslow. She fights her way through a double team and scores. Olivia Winslow with 4 points on the night. Again, another one of the Blue Devil seniors here being honored tonight on senior night. Winslow with 4 points in the game. Blue Devils on top here, 53-10 in the late stages of quarter number 3. Alexa Jones goes far side to Starner. Nice skip pass across to Ferfari. She's going to put one up off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Rebound was tipped by Brittner over to Riley Henson. Henson with the basketball gives it up to Mia Libby for three. Libby knocks down the three for the Blue Devils. Mia Libby approaching double digits. She has 8 points in the game. And the Blue Devils with a 56-10 lead here in the final minute of quarter number 3. Ferfari had it for a minute, lost it. Winslow comes up with it, gets it up ahead to Henson. Henson got a little too far underneath the backboard and had that shot blocked by the underside of the backboard. Ball goes out of bounds. Boiling Springs will get possession as Olivia Winslow exits on senior night. She finishes the game with 4. Into the game for Greencastle, number 44, Aubrey Smith. So head coach Mike Ryan working his starters out here in this third quarter. Boiling Springs with the basketball, under 10 seconds to go. 3-point shot by Starner won't fall. And Haley Noblet gets it up ahead to Henson. Henson will let it fly at the buzzer. And the follow by Libby comes after the buzzer. And that will end quarter number 3 here from Greencastle. Blue Devils with a 56-10 lead over the Bubblers. We'll be back with the start of quarter number 4. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience. But where do you get that experience unless somebody gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we're willing to help pay for the cost of your education to finish your degree. You'll gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the United States Air Force. For more information, please contact Sergeant Sear at 717-480-7254. This message was brought to you by the U.S. Air Force in collaboration with Penn Broadcasting.
Fourth quarter from Greencastle is underway. Boiling Springs with the basketball to start things off. 3-point shot on the way by Julia Steele. Just a little strong. Rebound cleared away by Riley Henson for the Blue Devils. Quickly on the other end, Kirsten Brittner, 15-footer off the back of the rim, won't go. Sydney Barnes just into the game, gets the rebound for Greencastle. Now the loose ball comes to Aubrey Smith. We'll get the lineup set here in a minute. Little runner down the lane by Ainsley Swindell won't fall, and the rebound pulled down by the Boiling Springs Bubblers. Into the game for Greencastle, Riley Henson, Sydney Barnes, Ainsley Swindell, Aubrey Smith, and number 15, that's Kirsten Brittner. So Mike Ryan going to his bench here as the Blue Devils open up the fourth quarter with a 46-point lead over Boiling Springs. 3-point shot on the way there by Riley Tennyson comes up a little short. Nice job there by Alexa Jones to come away with the offensive rebound. Now a scramble on the other side as Riley Henson was knocked nearly into the scorer's table. It looks like the ball was last touched by the Blue Devils.
She's the last one to touch it, so Boiling Spring ball.
Bubblers will inbound it. Number 22, Molly Starner with the basketball. Starner with 3 points on the game tonight for Boiling Springs. Back up top to Starner. She goes near side, or excuse me, far side to Julia Steele. Steele thought about a three, now just going to work it back up top. There's a deflection by Swindell, and Ainsley Swindell down the floor. Takes it all the way for the basket. Ainsley Swindell, 2 points on the night. Blue Devils with a 58-10 lead over Boiling Springs. Clock approaching 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 4. Jones goes back to Starner, now work it all the way around to Sydney Sutton. Back up top to Starner. Near corner, Tennyson. Boiling Springs on a nice job working the ball around the perimeter here. Jones to Starner, now back to Jones.
And Greencastle sitting in that 3-2 zone.
Tried to work it inside to Riley Tennyson, pass just a little high to her. And the ball will go out of bounds back to Greencastle. Back into the game for Boiling Springs, Emma Decker and Haley Ferfari. Again, Boiling Springs with just 7 players in uniform tonight.
Anya Winslow checks in for Greencastle.
Aubrey Smith with the basketball for Greencastle. Looking to go inside to Winslow, not there. Now gets it back to Swindell as the ball goes out of bounds, and it looks like it will belong to the Blue Devils. As Sydney Barnes will inbound the ball for Greencastle. She'll get it into number 33. That's Michaela Jaron, whose 3-point shot unable to fall. Boiling Springs gets the basketball quickly down on the other end. Emma Decker goes to steal. Her 3-point shot off the front of the rim won't go. Ball was deflected by Ferfari, but goes right to Michaela Jaron for the Blue Devils. Greencastle with the basketball and a 48-point lead. Swindell had it, lost it, but Aubrey Smith able to pick it back up. Now they try and work it inside to Anya Winslow. And a nice defensive play there by Haley Ferfari.
Timeout, Boiling Springs.
Timeout will be called by the Bubblers. We're going to take one last break here, a 60-second timeout. 4:22 to go, fourth quarter. Greencastle well in control of this one. They lead at 58-10 over Boiling Springs. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM and WRGG.org.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Boiling Springs with the basketball coming out of the timeout. 4:20 to go here in the ball game on a running clock. Greencastle with a 58-10 lead over the Lady Bubblers. John Freeman, Jason Heilman with you. Friday night basketball from Greencastle, the early edition. As this game tipped off a little after 6. Runner in the paint there by Haley Farfari won't go. Ball deflected out of bounds. And Boiling Springs will keep possession of the basketball. Jaron, Smith, Swindell, Anya Winslow, and Sydney Barnes, the 5 players for Greencastle on the floor. 3-point shot on the way there by Farfari, rims in and out. And the rebound pulled down by Aubrey Smith for Greencastle. She gets it off to Sydney Barnes across the timeline. Swindell with the basketball goes to Michaela Jaron. Now back to Swindell. Get it inside to Anya Winslow. Jaron tried to lob it into Aubrey Smith, but the ball goes over her head and out of bounds. And the ball will go back to Boiling Springs with 3:15 to go on a running clock here in quarter number 4. Molly Starner with the basketball. Far corner 3-point shot on the way there by Decker won't fall. And the rebound by Anya Winslow for Greencastle. Sydney Barnes inside to Swindell, past to Winslow. Now Jaron for 3 is good. So Michaela Jaron with 3 points here in the 4th quarter. Puts the Blue Devils across the 60-point threshold. Jason, as we said earlier in the game, a busy week coming up for the Blue Devils. They have 5 games in 8 days, including a game right back here tomorrow night against Bermudian Springs.
And we said that can work for you or against you, but if you get on a roll, which they are right now.
Jaron tried to drive to the basket. I think she dribbled it off her foot. Ball goes back to the Bubblers as Decker gets around a Blue Devil defender, and a nice job there by Emma Decker with the nice move to the basket. The left-handed layup is good.
That puts her on the board for the night.
61-12, Greencastle with the lead. Swindell 3-point shot won't fall. And a timeout called by Boiling Springs. Jason, we saw Boiling Springs head coach tell the official essentially, next time we get the ball, I want to call timeout.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have tried to rescind that because I think his team had a 2-on-1 break.
they had a breakout, yeah. Kind of like, well, I didn't mean it if we had a...
If we have a man advantage, I want to decline the timeout. And that is the final timeout called by Boiling Springs here this evening.
Well, John, Greencastle came in here and we talked about a couple tough losses and not shooting the ball well. And you want to take an opportunity to get in rhythm and to get the offense rolling. And we saw a number of players doing that tonight, getting back into the flow. Sage Wilhide, Haley Noblet, both shooting the ball well here this evening. So.
Blue Devils back on the floor following the timeout. It was a full 60-second timeout called by Boiling Springs. As the Bubblers return to the floor, and we will get things going here. Boiling Springs will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. Sydney Sutton will inbound for Boiling Springs. She gets it into Alexa Jones. Under 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Jones across the timeline goes far side to Steele. Now back to Jones. Jones looking for a teammate, finds Steele for 3. Her shot a little strong. And the rebound pulled down by Greencastle's Michaela Jaron. Nice job there by Tennyson, hustling down, steals the ball away from Barnes, but then Barnes gets it right back. Jaron tried to lob it inside to Anya Winslow, who was wide open, but the backboard got in the way. Boiling Springs with the basketball, final 80 seconds of this one. 3-point shot by Julia Steele off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Ainsley Swindell for the Blue Devils. As Greencastle will improve their record to 9-3 on the season. Nice bounce pass inside, Jaron to Smith. Smith, a little spin move, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. Follow up by Anya Winslow won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Sydney Sutton for Boiling Springs. Now Decker in traffic is fouled. And again, just the second team foul for Greencastle here in the second half. Jason, I think we only had 4 fouls total for Greencastle tonight.
Yeah, it's been very, very low. It's just not been one of those types of games where, a lot of inside action.
A foul was on Aubrey Smith, a shooting foul. As Emma Decker goes to the line, knocks down the first free throw, she will get another opportunity here. Decker's first point of the night, second free throw, unable to convert that as Anya Winslow with the rebound for Greencastle. Now quickly down the far side of the floor, Aubrey Smith. Now Sydney Barnes thought about a three, gets it off to Jaron. Ball goes through Jaron's hands, but Smith was there to pick up the basketball for Greencastle. Now Smith, in a world of trouble, was able to get it away. Ainsley Swindell comes up with a loose basketball, down to 15 seconds to go here in the basketball game. Jaron far side, nice pass inside to Winslow. Turnaround hook shot is up and good. So nice ball movement there by the Blue Devils. Michaela Jaron to Anya Winslow, and the Blue Devils with the basket here as the final shot of the game will be taken by Julia Steele. Missing the three-pointer. And the Blue Devils will come away with a 63-13 victory over Boiling Springs on senior night. Again, the Blue Devils will improve their record to 9-3 on the season. And Greencastle, again, back in action tomorrow, right back here tomorrow night. They will host Bermudian Springs in a matchup between the Mid-Penn Conference and the York Adams Interscholastic Athletic Association. We're going to take a break and be back with the post-game show. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, thesportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better by working with local pros who are more in tune with you. When you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank.
People say I'm too serious. Those funny ads for car insurance do nothing for me. I like Erie Insurance. It's seriously good. A great rate, legendary service, accident forgiveness. Not one, but 8 reasons to switch. Woohoo! See, I can get as excited as the next guy.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
You can count on Premier HVAC services for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, price match guarantee, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services, the experience you deserve.
Klein Tours presents the Texas Tour April 18th to 23rd, 2021 as we travel to San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Austin. Join in the Fiesta San Antonio celebration with our hotel located on the Riverwalk. Visit the Alamo. Have dinner on a private canal barge on the Riverwalk. Dine in the Tower of Americas. Tour the LBJ Library in Austin. We visit Cowboy Stadium, 6th Floor Museum. Tour and dine at South Fork Ranch and Billy Bob's, the world's largest honky-tonk. We'll visit the stockyards in Fort Worth for a cattle drive. Round-trip air and round-trip airport transportation included. Visit kleintours.net or phone 717-597-5997 for more information.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Barn Quilt Trails are in 45 states in America, and the newest trail is in Franklin County, Pennsylvania. Follow the trail, the Stitches in Time Barn Quilt Trail. It is a great way to explore Franklin County any time of the year. 3 dozen quilt squares, hosted at more than 2 dozen sites, showcases of the charm of small towns, the beauty of farmland and forest, share stories of history, and commemorates family and friends. Visit ExploreFranklinCountyPA.com to view the guidebook online or download a copy. Contact 717-552-2977 if you would like a copy mailed. It's a great way to explore Franklin County, PA. Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
Welcome back to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School, the postgame show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Blue Devils victorious 63-13 over Boiling Springs on senior night from Greencastle. All 3 Blue Devils seniors able to contribute to the victory this evening. Sage Wilhide with 15 points in the game, all of those coming from behind the 3-point line. Jenna Powell contributed 2 points to the victory. Olivia Winslow with 4 for the Blue Devils here tonight. As again, the team honors Jenna Powell, Olivia Winslow, and Sage Wilhide, the 3 graduating Blue Devil seniors on the 2020-2021 roster. Other Blue Devil scorers for this evening, 8 points for Mia Libby, also 8 points for Haley Noblet. Noblet coming off the bench tonight as the 3 seniors were in the starting lineup. 5 points in the game for Riley Henson, 4 points for Olivia Winslow. As we said before, 2 points each this evening for Jenna Powell, Kirsten Brittner, Anya Winslow, Ainsley Swindell, and also Michaela Jaron. She had 3 points in the game as Jaron knocked down a 3-point shot in the fourth quarter. As again, the Blue Devils picking up their 9th win of the season, defeating Boiling Springs by a score of 63-13. Leading the way tonight for Boiling Springs on the score sheet was Haley Ferfari. She had 4 points in the game, 3 points each for Julia Steele, Emma Decker, and Molly Starmer. Tonight, the first night of a busy week for the Blue Devil girls, as they will again play 5 games over the next 8 days. Tomorrow night, it's the Blue Devils and Bermudian Springs in a game that was originally scheduled for Wednesday night, being postponed due to icy conditions, and will be played tomorrow night. And we will have that game for you right here on WRGG 93.7 FM, also streaming live at WRGG.org and midpennbroadcasting.com as the Blue Devils look for win number 10 on the season. That will wrap things up here from Greencastle on a Friday night. Again, the Blue Devils with a 63-13 win over Boiling Springs. Dr. Greg Hoover on the camera tonight. Thank you for an outstanding job as always. For Jason Heilman, I'm John Freeman. You have yourself a wonderful Friday evening, and we will see you again tomorrow night right back here as the Blue Devils will take on Bermudian Springs.
Tonight's game brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relation feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fnmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. The Franklin County Visitors Bureau, your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. United States Air Force. Aim high, make a living with a career that makes a difference. The U.S. Air Force. Dale Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 40 years. Shippensburg Physical Therapy with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Greencastle Eye Care, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. The Sports Page, your news source for Franklin County sports, is at thesportspage.blog. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons, 116 South Antrim Way, Greencastle. Lecron Comfort Solutions, serving all of Franklin County. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. Monor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin Drugstore of Chambersburg. And Klein Tours. Visit kleintours.net for a complete tour schedule.